Hello everyone, today we are going to take a look at a very interesting product, and it's made by Mensela. They are producers that make a lot of electrical stuff, electronic stuff, things such as true sine wave inverters, electric measurement tools, electric tools, and they recently have released a lot of battery powered tools, and we are going to take a look at one of those. And here we have an electric chainsaw with two batteries, and it looks like a bit of mess here. You can get this in several packages, such as one battery, two battery. This is a two battery version, but it looks like someone has been playing football with it. Just look at this manual, how crumpled it is. This battery is not sitting right. Okay, and oh my god, that's not good. You get protection glasses, but they are not protected from shipping. Not that these are true protective glasses. Let's see what else we get here, so we don't get a very good first impression. So we get the charger, we get two batteries. Batteries have 4 amp capacity, and they are true 4 amp capacity. They have 5 cells and another 5 cells, so it uses 5 series 2 parallel configuration. So each cell is rated to around 2000 milliamps, so capacity is not a concern here. They also have this nice LED battery capacity checker. I don't know if that is very accurate or not, yet it's good value, as these batteries with 4 amp capacity are Makita standard, so you can use that in all of those tools, or you can use those batteries with this device. And the chainsaw itself, which is really nice in comparison with the others available on the market, as the market is flooded with this type of devices. This is actually the first one that has a real chain lubing system. So like a regular chainsaw here, you can fill this up, and it should have a pump inside. I don't know why they have used a primer pump here on this tank. This should put oil on the chain here, and it will prolong its lifetime a lot, and will also increase the cutting performance. You also have, like a regular chainsaw, a tensioning screw here, so you loosen this up and then you can adjust the tension of the chain, which is very important. And also this drive system here, it's fully metallic, it's not plastic. Some of these have plastic casing here, although the motor case here is plastic, the grip here is plastic. Where the magic happens, where you have gears and the oil pump and the rest, it's metal plate, so that's pretty good. You also get an adapter for other type of sockets that was included, and some basic tools, hex key and a screwdriver, just enough to adjust the chain on this. So you need to loosen this up, which is very tight. This is so tight that I'm going to try with a much more bigger key. And oh my god, this is so tight. Okay, so that went well after all. So now this is now in adjustment position, so I can adjust it with this screw here, and here comes in place the included screwdriver, so you can tighten up the chain or loosen it up so it doesn't have too many points of slack in there. Alright, but I'm curious of another thing. Let's take this cover apart and let's see what's inside. Let's see the other part of the oil pump and where that primer goes. Maybe it's a manual oil pump, so you need to constantly push that. So I'm going to remove those and remove the cover, and here you go. And I'm going to remove the chain and the blade here. Okay, there's the blade. the chain is gone. And yes, it has an oiling gear here, not gear but cavity, so the oil will come out through this and will go to the blade here. On this small here, smaller one that will be on this chamber, so oil will drip to that and it should get some oiling effect of some kind that is to be observed during runtime. And this is the drive wheel that is made out of metal, and that should be normal. So let's put this back together again. Alright, and I'm going to put the cover back. Okay, it's all fitted nicely. Put this washer, put the screw back. Look at that screw. I'm going to probably replace this with another screw. It has been forced a lot. They went with use the force look probably when they have assembled it, yet it still holds in place. You don't need to make this very tight because the blade is tightened up by this screw here. Also, I didn't fix the cover back as it should, as this also has a pin here that hasn't entered that slot there, so I'm going to loosen this up. And okay, now this is better. Check the chain slack, it's pretty tight. I'm going to loosen it up a bit. This should be better, but you need to check this after you run this a bit. Okay, that should be fine. It needs some elasticity in it. Alright, and now it's locked into position. I'm going to use the provided tool so I will not overdo it. And now it's okay. You get this hand protection here, but this is not like on a real chainsaw. So if this has a kickback effect, it doesn't have an emergency brake, chain brake like on a regular chainsaw. So this is mostly just not to do something like put your hand on this part here, but as you can see the motor is here and this is offset to that side. If you are right-handed, you are going to hold this. The weight is kind of pulling you on that side, so you have the temptation to put a hand here, which is very dangerous. It would have been nice if you could have had extra hand support here, or maybe some extra protection around this side, because you are going by instinct to put your hand here to hold it, especially when this moves around. So it's kind of a weird design, but at least it has some kind of protection. Alright, then let's see if this actually works or not. So I'm going to install the battery. It just slides in and it has this protection. You cannot turn it on if you press this, if you do not press this. Also, it's made up for left-handed people, so you can also press this on this side. Both buttons will unlock the accelerator, so you can use this also on the left hand, so you are not tempted to put your hand on the chainsaw. Alright, and let's power it on. Makes a lot of noise. It has decent speed, although I have seen something here in the crumple manual. It says here that the chain speed is 6 meters per second. On the selling data sheet they mention something about 8 or 10, so it's a bit slower than they tell you that it is. Nonetheless, this brand should make decent electric tools. So we need to put this to the test and see how it works. Okay, so you have seen how this works, and now it's time for some pros and cons. I'm pretty amazed by the motor performance. It cuts really well, very fast. The first, let's not call it a con, it's something that when you cut with it, it kind of skips a bit. That it's because this is very light, it's not heavy as a chainsaw, and it doesn't have those things, sharp things that will fix in the wood, and you use this to cut like a regular chainsaw. So you need to keep it pressed a bit and take care with that. So it jumps a bit, but that doesn't affect performance. It cuts very fast. Also, the batteries will help you do a lot of work, and of course there are two batteries, but they also have good capacity, so you can do a lot of cutting with it. Of course, that depends on how thick the wood or how hard the essence is. Another nice thing, and also the con thing, it's the lubricating system here, the oil system. This is kind of a manual system. It has this primer pump. This is used on carburetors actually. This, when you press it, it will actually press and release it. It will take oil from the tank, and then it has a hose there, and the hose goes to the oil distributor there. You need to manually pump oil, and the system is not very good. It's not very well fixed, so there will be a lot of oil leakings behind this, because this hose just goes into a hole underneath this tank, so oil will also come out here, but some oil will also get there. It's not a refined oiling system, not like on a chainsaw, but nonetheless, don't get me wrong, you don't get an oiling system on any kind of battery powered chainsaw. All of those you can buy cheap don't have an oiling system at all, and that means that the chain will wear out faster, and also that means that the chain bar will wear out faster, and also it will have more drag here, and will use more battery, and will put more strain onto the motor. So this one with this primitive oiling system has much more better performance and longevity. And the last con is this, the protection, so-called protection glasses that you get with this chainsaw. Besides not being protection glasses, they are really bad packed, and the batteries have moved in transport and crash this. You can glue them back, but it's not if you want safety, you are not going to use this probably, and who will use such kind of glasses anyway. So I'm putting this as a con, because if they wanted to put some protection gear, they could have put some real protection gear. If this breaks so easily during transport, they will not provide a lot of protection. Yes, splinter protection maybe, but not this way. And you can see that from this crumpled manual that you initially saw. So yes, the nice travel case that it comes in with, storage case, is good for keeping these parts. Even the tools will stay in their position, but the glasses are a bad joke. So that was it for now. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any kind of questions about this product, and until my next video, see you and bye bye.